You probably noticed you're getting grilled at the checkout aisles this Labor Day weekend. Food prices soaring on all your barbecue favorites, from beef, chicken, snacks, ice cream, beer, you name it. To the guy who knows all about this food inflation stuff, but he's still doing okay despite it. Panera Bread founder Ron Shaich. Ron, how bad do you think this gets?
I think we're going to see just a little bit of inflation. I think we're projecting a couple of %, and I think it's going to be something that's going to be handled as part of the continued progress of all of our businesses.
In other words, that what prices run up in one area, they stabilize in another. People can find alternatives, whatever.
Right.
But generally with food inflation, what starts in one area doesn't stay to one area. You disagree?
Right. No, I think that you see bouts of this inflation. I think you see it moving around the P&L. But I'll tell you, for us, we have historically been able to pass along whatever inflation we see. And the important thing is that as a business, it's about being differentiated and doing something that makes a difference. For example, we just went through a quarter. Our earnings were up 27%. Our comp store sales were up 7.1%. More importantly, our stock tripled during the recession. We did it because we harbored our resources, and when the recession came, we invested for differentiation.
Well, I always think in your case, as I'm a big fan of your establishments, that it's a comforting thing. I mean, they're very conducive to, when you just want to just chill out, relax, and eat. But do you worry that you could push that too far, that there will get to be a point at which people will say, all right, this crumb bun I might entertain at X dollars, but not double those dollars?
Oh, sure, but we're not doubling our prices. I mean, basically, we are committed to not raising prices beyond the rate of inflation. And obviously, when we have inflation, we generally, on average, all experience that the same. So we will always find an opportunity to do right by our guests, and we will invest in having a better experience for you.
Well, that's good to know. But I'm wondering, does either candidate and their policies make a difference to you? I mean, if you argue that the demeaning of our dollar means that down the road inflation is going to be a bigger issue, is there such a thing as a riskier candidate?
Well, here's what I think. I think the real problem is not one candidate or the other, but the entire political class. You said it earlier, their inability to solve problems. We have serious problems in this country. You heard Romney just a few minutes ago speak to them. You've got a debt problem. You have an energy problem. You have an issue with education, among others. And the real question is, can the political class come together and solve them? And if they commit to solving it, and then they kick that down the can, kick that can down the road, it's proof positive that our system is not working to serve us. And I can tell you, as a businessman, if I can't bring my organization to a budget, if I can't solve the problems, you know what happens? I'm fired. And frankly, the entire political class has got to move forward, cut out all this hyperpartisanship, cut out blaming each other, and solve the problems. There's too much rhetoric and not enough problem solving.
You just said it better than any of my guests did combined this hour. Ron Shaich, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll have more after this.